I met 45-year-old Joseph E. Phillips II sitting underneath the golden awning of Sears at the corner of State Street and Madison Street in downtown Chicago. 2 blocks away from Millennium Park and the Magnificent Mile and a block from Jewelers Row, Phillips crouched against the stone cornerstone of a high-rise building. Wearing a blue jersey over a white t-shirt, dressed in dark blue jeans, white socks, and black shoes, Phillips was already beginning to sweat as the hot July sun rose from beyond Lake Michigan. Phillips is homeless. He holds out a supersized McDonald's cup asking for money, his cardboard sign explaining his situation. Joseph's story begins over 2 decades ago when he dropped out of Grambling State University.
I put myself through it. I should have stayed in school, but no, I wanted to come back and hang with my friends. Then I got into some trouble. I supposed to went to the service, but I caught a felony, so that negated that. And now I got out here because I ain't want to stay with my relatives, and I ain't have a job at the time. I've been out on and off since I was 19, but I became homeless really after my mother passed. I was like 22 or 23, and that really broke my heart because my mother, she passed right in front of me. She caught a stroke, a massive stroke on the whole, I think it was her left side, and that really messed me up in the head. I went to a mental hospital, but they couldn't really help me. I figured the only person can help you is God.
Phillips can't find a job. He's looked and he's still looking, but a felony conviction has basically eliminated any job opportunities.
Don't get me wrong, some people get out of prison, they have luck, as you can say, or whatever, and they get a job. But some of us get a job, and then when they do a background check, they find you. Some people laugh at you, holler at you, talking about, go get a job. The people who see you out here, they think you could just go get a job, but look at the millions of people in America that don't have a job. So it can't be that easy. But they say go to McDonald's, go here and go there. But it's not that easy. Today you got to know somebody to get a job.
After his release from prison in 2004, Phillips moved from place to place around the city, rooming with family and friends. Under pressure to support himself financially, Phillips made the move to the streets in early 2008.
I only been doing this like since February, because I wouldn't do it at first. I had too much pride, but I couldn't get a job, so I had to start something. So I started doing this in February, and sometimes it got real cold, especially when I was up on the bridge on Michigan and Wacker. Woo, that wind was coming. Sometimes it'd be like 10 or 20 below, and you'd be out here. People think you crazy, but life goes on. I just sucked it in and just did it. I just did it. But I don't like it. Some days I don't even come out here. Yeah, some days I don't even come out here. It gets to be crazy sometimes.
Phillips made it through his first winter on the street, but is left dealing with a psychological winter that never ceases.
Sometimes you just want to cry. Sometimes you just want to get up and slap. But you got to be patient and hold your horses and keep your cool, because you can easily get in trouble. Yeah, I think about killing myself sometime, but I think about it, but I'm not going to do it. Nah, I ain't going to do it. Knowing that you ain't got no place to go. When it's pouring down raining, when it's 10 or 20 below zero, you got to ride the L's. And then sometime when you ride the L, the security at the end of the L put you off. You ain't got no money to get back on. They laugh in your face like it's funny.
Years ago, as Phillips grew up on the west side of Chicago, he envisioned a vastly different future.
I wanted to be a CPA, a certified public accountant, or a school teacher. That's all. and own a little business. That's it. Any kind of business. I didn't know at the time, but that's what I wanted to do. But it didn't work out that way. Not cause it couldn't have happened. The choices that I made messed it up. That's what I tell young people. Some of them listen, some of them don't.
Phillips is a parent now. He has a daughter he sees every few weeks. She's bound for college, and his goal is to be there for his child.
But I hope for myself in the future that I get a job. Because I got a daughter fit to go to, I think she's going to Spelman College next year. In August or September, after she graduated in June next year. She'll be a junior. She's trying to graduate in 3 years, my daughter. So I hope to be able to help her. I can't help her right now. Right now she think I'm trying to diss her, that I don't love her, but she just don't know what her daddy out here doing.
But for now, Phillips sits silently on this street corner with his supersized McDonald's cup outstretched, trying to feed himself today. He doesn't ask for money. He lets his handwritten cardboard sign do the talking. Phillips told me never to trust a homeless person who can't look you in the eye. They're lying, he said. Throughout our conversation, there were several points Phillips didn't look me in the eye, and I don't blame him. We relive stories that Phillips replays in his head silently every day. And when I finally had to get up and leave, I'm sure he was still thinking, wondering what could have been. But for just 1 hour, on an otherwise nondescript summer day, Phillips had a moment to smile.
Talking to people, like talking to you. This is a good day. Yeah. I rather communicate. See, it's not about the money. I'm trying to find a way to get a job, so I talk to people. And that lifts my spirits up. That show that somebody care. Yeah. Show that somebody care.